Hi, you guys. Miss Thetford here. I teach math, and I just wanted to go over my syllabus with you. I thought that maybe by me talking it through, it might help answer any questions that you might have. I have also uploaded my actual syllabus, and it goes a little bit more in depth than what I'll be doing and going through during this video, but that's available to you as well. I recommend going to go take a look at that when you get the chance. I would prefer maybe or advise you to do it after this video, but it is available to you. So if you went to Lakeview last year, then you are familiar with Big Ideas. Big Ideas is our curriculum, and the way that you access this is through the portal. And so you click on this little icon in your Park Hill portal, and it takes you straight to Big Ideas. So Big Ideas has an online textbook for you guys. It has your homework all on there. It has resources such as Skills Trainer and Dynamic Classroom and games and a bunch of other things that I'll direct you towards throughout the school year. And then it's been a long day, guys. It's just gone. It's gone. Anyway, Big Ideas is where your homework's gonna be. It's where your test is gonna be. It's where anything that you really have to turn in will be located. However, you still need to check Schoology because Schoology is gonna be our communication line throughout this whole journey. And so on Schoology, I will post what you're doing that day, and then it might say homework 1.2 on Big Ideas. So then you know to go over to Big Ideas. You will still have things to turn in on Schoology. So it's not only Big Ideas. So make sure that you're doing and checking both places. But Schoology will at least tell you that you have something on Big Ideas. So always check Schoology first, and that'll be kind of our main source of communication. Next, we have help sessions. And so I have office hours and then during Life Ed. So during Life Ed, you technically are in Life Ed with Miss Haddad. And so during that time, I have students in my room who are getting help. And so I also will have time to respond back to emails and help you if you have questions. So during Life Ed, I can't do a live Zoom, but I can at least send a few emails back and forth to hopefully clear up any questions you have. I also have office hours. So I have office hours on Thursdays and Fridays. Thursdays and Fridays. And it's during our actual class time. So this is where I'll host all the Zoom meetings. And this is where I will be responding back to emails and any questions that you might have. Any Zoom meeting links will be posted on Schoology under the weekly agenda. And Wednesdays, my Zoom meetings for math will be from 9 to 9:45 because I teach two classes, so I have to offer a Zoom time for both of my classes, and they don't do the same things. And so your guys' Zoom meetings will be held from 9 to 9:45 for help on Wednesdays. And then Thursdays and Fridays we'll have one going, and I'll kind of let you know which day that's going to be, and that'll be posted on that weekly agenda. So grading. 20% of your grade is your homework completion and participation. I know that you guys are at home, so to say it's called homework is kind of weird. So think of it as any participation is going to be 20% of your grade. And then your 80% grades are your tests, project, quiz, all formative assessments, and stuff like that. So anything that's on Big Ideas, it's 1.1, 1.2. Those are just homework assignments. Those would be 3 points, 20% of your grade. Your tests are your unit tests, your quizzes, and stuff like that. The bigger kind of assessments and projects, those are going to be that 80%. I just wanted to let you know that we do not offer extra credit. It is a district policy. And so because we allow you to retake one test a unit, so pretty much you get to retake a test. Since we offer those retakes, we do not offer extra credit. And so just keep that one in mind. So retakes and late work. So for test retakes, you can retake your test if you get below a 90. So that means that you can retake it if you get a B+ or lower. So an 89% or below. The highest you can get on a retake is a 90%. So you can receive an A- on that retake, and I'll put that in as an A-. But the highest score that you can get is a 90%. Keep that one in mind. But an A is an A, and if you get a 90% on a retake, I'm proud of you, and of course I'm going to give you that grade. If you want to retake a test, you need to email me, let me know that you want to retake, and then I will send you kind of the steps that you need to take in order to retake. I don't just send you a retake. You have to kind of work for it. If you want to improve your grade, you need to show me that you're trying to do that. So maybe it's if you didn't complete any of the homework assignments that unit, then I will maybe ask you to complete those missing homework assignments before you can retake. There's like a bunch of things, and it depends from case to case, because maybe you did all of your homework, but you didn't do as well on the test. And so we'll work together to kind of figure out where the confusion was and how to fix your mistakes. And so it's different for every student, but if you do need a retake, you just email me, and then I'll let you know that process. For late work, everything I'm going to assign you will be assigned on Wednesday, and then due that next Tuesday. So you have like 6 days, or like almost a full week, to complete your assignments that I give you. I'm just making it one due date. That way it's not anything that might be kind of confusing or might be hard for you to keep track of with your other classes. So I assign everything Wednesday. You have till the following Tuesday. If you miss that due date, then I will let you turn it in late. However, you cannot turn it in late once we take the unit test. So once we take that chapter test, you can no longer turn in late work. And that is also a district policy. And the highest grade that you can get on late assignments is a 2. You guys have 6 days to do it. Hopefully it doesn't take that long to do. I don't think that it will. If you have questions, obviously you let me know. And I don't foresee there being a lot of late work since I'm giving you 6 days to do it. But if that is the case, just know you can turn it in until the day of the test. And once we take that test, you can no longer turn that in. Homework. So expect homework. And like I said, I know it's weird because you're already home. But it is due every Tuesday at 11:59 p.m. So you have until 11:59 p.m. on Tuesday to turn that in to me before it's considered late. I advise you to use a composition notebook because you need to show your work. In order to get a 3 out of 3, you need to turn it in on time, have a 75% or higher on it, and have a showing work form. So it just means that you showed how you thought through the math steps. So if you said, oh, well, I did 2 + 2, then you're going to write down 2 + 2. And that's required for every student, whether you're in person or online. And so what's going to happen is you're going to show your work on a piece of paper. You are going to take a picture of it, and you're going to submit it to Schoology when it asks you to submit it to Schoology. So that's why checking Schoology is super, super important, because it's not just telling you that you have big ideas homework, it's also telling you, hey, you need to submit a showing work form. Like I said, in order to get a 3 out of 3 on your homework, you need to have this. This will all be due on that Tuesday. And so all I ask is that If you forget to do your showing work form or something like that, you can always go back and submit that. That's fine with me because that's like late work. I'm turning that in. But just know that like the highest grade I can give you is a 2. So here's my grading scale that I was kind of just talking about. A 3 out of 3 is you completed your homework, but you got a 75% or higher on it. You turned in your showing work paper, so you showed your work on some sort of paper, and I don't even mind if it's like you showed your work on your computer screen and then you took a snip of it and then submitted that to Schoology. Like, that's fine. I just want to see your thought process because it helps me understand if you are making a mistake, what you did, or it makes me learn from you guys sometimes. Like, you guys think of things that I never would have thought of, and so it just helps me kind of see where you're at. But also on your test, you need to show your work to get your points back, and so this helps that as well. And it again lets me see your thought process. So work paper, and then it also needs to be turned in on time. So that's all to get a 3. If you get a 2, it means maybe you forgot your showing work form or you turned it in late, so you got a 2. Or you got a 50, between a 50% and a 74% on big ideas. That would be a 2. But to get a 2, you would still need to get between a 50 and a 74 and have a showing work form. There's that for you. Makeup work. If you are sick, I know it seems weird because you're at home, but if you're sick and you something comes up and you can't turn in your stuff on Tuesday, just let me know. The amount of days that you like are sick, we'll work something out. I just want you to know that your stuff is on Schoology, so you at least know what you have to do. It's not like you're physically missing stuff in class. But just let me know and we can work something out. Last note, welcome to the Wildcats. You guys, I'm so excited for this year. I know it looks weird. I know that I've said this like 8,000 times, but I'm really excited to get to know you guys and to teach you guys and to work with you guys. So I have a little quote here for you if you want to take some time to read that, but just know that I am here for you. And if you ever need anything, I'm just an email away. And hopefully I'll get to meet all of you guys on a Zoom real soon.